When will an ex come back? Breaking 5, major stereotypes. Friends, in this situation, I will try to break down some stereotypes related to the topic of restoring a relationship with someone who has left. Everything I discuss on my channel is not my subjective opinion, but rather the application of certain psychological principles to relationships. Introduction. Every breakup is ambiguous, and there is no universal model it can be reduced to. There is also no single theory regarding reviving a relationship that works in all cases. So don't assume that every girlfriend who left is promiscuous and only comes back when she gets tired of being with other men. This mindset exposes someone who is less self-aware than they believe. Stereotype 1. When leaving, a girlfriend commits betrayal. The correct approach to restoring a relationship includes certain behavior you would apply toward a traitor, but a breakup on her part is not betrayal. Thinking this way allows you to remove all responsibility from yourself and blocks any chance for your own personal growth. A breakup is a process triggered by a certain set of circumstances in the field, and it is more subconscious than conscious. People by default are not that aware of these underlying processes, so the decision appears as something thought out. In reality, the thought of breaking up is an intrusive thought that comes again and again until the process is completed. The person is merely a vessel for it. Stereotype 2. Only girlfriends unsuitable for relationships behave this way. Yes, unsuitable girlfriends are more prone to breaking up, but even suitable girlfriends may leave you if you've made too many mistakes. If you simply shift the blame every time and continue on your way, you may repeatedly end up with unsuitable partners. The desire to be with someone is linked to a feeling of hunger. At the start, both people feel hungry, and over several months, that hunger is completely satisfied. During the hunger stage, you can't make a fatal mistake. You could feed a starving person food that's undersalted, overcooked, or undercooked, and they would still eat it because they are hungry. If you fail to notice when the person is full and keep feeding them the same way, first they'll complain about the quality of the food. Then they'll refuse to eat, and if they feel you are forcing your will on them, they'll run away from you because you keep chasing them with a spoon for their own good. As you can see, this behavior is inherent to any human being, and in this case, you are the one provoking it. If you maintain balance and avoid overwhelming the person, they will never lose interest. But that is also the hardest thing to do. Stereotype 3. You can't glue a broken vase. This is the weakest stereotype of them all. When overfed, a person feels aversion, but when hungry again, they want to eat. Her hunger didn't break, she simply became overfed. The main fear men have is that when she becomes hungry again, she'll turn her attention to someone else. Yes, she might. You have to understand that in this scenario, you can compare yourself to a certain dish. If someone eats fast food for 5 years straight, when they change their diet, they usually don't switch to another kind of fast food. They switch to healthy food, for example. If during this time, fast food keeps appearing in front of her, she just wants to run away from it because she has decided to give it up in favor of something opposite. But once the fast food disappears, she begins to miss it. Her history with fast food was long, and overall she was fine with it. Otherwise, she wouldn't have eaten it for so long. The story with the new person and your own story run in parallel. She may feel hunger toward the new person, and at the same time, a growing hunger toward you. There's nothing mystical about it. The new person satisfies one type of hunger, while you do not, especially if you're not clinging to her like a shadow, and therefore the hunger for you grows stronger. I go deeper into this in other videos on my channel. Stereotype 4. A girlfriend will never forgive what you forgave her. A girlfriend won't forgive you only if you start clinging again and overfeeding her. You need to understand that if she left you, the return must be initiated by her, and at the time of her return, she must feel hunger specifically for you. By then, she will barely remember your past behavior, and her hunger will be stronger than her fear of being overfed again. If you are like a virus that, once in the body, starts causing harm, then naturally the body develops antibodies against you. That's why you can't keep restoring the relationship and making the same mistakes over and over. Usually, a girlfriend leaves when, on top of her already low interest, she is forcibly pulled into a relationship because she still has some hunger, and then metaphorically sat in a chair and force fed again. If, during the time apart, you have rethought your actions, your clinginess, and your behavior, things can actually turn out very well, provided the girlfriend is suitable for a relationship. Stereotype 5. For a man, restoring a relationship is always humiliating. If you think so, then a logical question is, where are the rules written defining what is and isn't humiliating? Something is humiliating only if it has a destructive effect on your self-respect. Any tears, begging, or promises are humiliating if she left on her own. But if a girlfriend returns to you on her own, feels regret, and wants to restore the relationship herself, and you also want this, following your desire is not humiliating. At the time of the breakup, she leaves from a position of strength while you are in a position of weakness. So to you, she becomes like a deity. Her action is then naturally perceived as betrayal, because in your position you cannot accept that she, like any human, could have made a mistake. She's a deity, therefore. In your mind, she has no right to err. This is a very subjective point of view.